Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a cash unstuffing / weekly check-in for the first and second week of March. I missed my weekly check-in and cash unstuffing last week, so I'm just doubling up for this week. And if this is your first time here and you've never seen these type of videos, or if you have been here before, then you know the drill. I like to use my credit card to pay for the day-to-day expenses, that be groceries, gas, any pet expenses, just anything that I would normally use my debit card or cash. I like to use credit cards for the perks of cash back. Also, the fact that utilizing your credit cards helps with your credit score. I have a credit score of over 800 now. It fluctuates. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up. But I don't pay interest on my credit card at all on a weekly basis, every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. I do pay my credit card off completely, so I never accrue any interest. It is just for the perks, and I do have everything budgeted out. So I have the physical money in my envelopes, and once a week I come in here and I take out all of the money that we did spend for the particular week. So if you are interested in these type of videos, you're interested in the way I use this system, then go ahead and keep watching. I'm going over all of our expenses from the 1st through the 14th. I didn't do a weekly check-in last week, so I am combining 2 weeks together. Usually it will just be from Wednesday to the following Tuesday, from payday to the day before the following payday. But for this video, it's gonna have to be 2 weeks just because I want to stay up to date. Today, we're actually on the 20th, the first day of spring. So I will have the 3rd weekly check-in sometime this week. I'm gonna start with Wednesday the 1st. We only had one transaction. I went to Target and I did pick up some groceries, and I also picked up some slime for my daughter. That's technically what we went for slime, but I ended up picking up a few snacks and a few things that I needed to just make some meals. So that was it for Wednesday. All right, so that was it for Wednesday. Did I even say how much? I can't remember. It was $50 and coming out of groceries and the kids envelope. So on Thursday, it was a no spend day. There hasn't been very many for this month, I will tell you that, but we still have, about a week and a half, 2 weeks actually. So on Friday, there was a few transactions. Let me go ahead and start with this very last sticker here. So we got some raspados for $17. That's coming out of kids. That was a cash expense. Since we live so close to a school, there's always a raspado man outside. And we, every once in a while we'll get some raspado. So that was $17. And then I did go to Sam's Club because I did a large grocery purchase. But before going into Sam's Club, I did pump gas. That was $32 coming out of the gas envelope. I always try to go before going into Sam's Club because by the time I get out of Sam's Club, I just want to leave. So I go before. And then I spent $561 at Sam's Club. Most of it was food. It was like a large stock up and stocking up on snacks and, just things to hold us over for the next few months, like staples. And then I did purchase a few cleaning supplies, and that's coming out of the household category. And let's see, what else was there? Oh, that day, Brian went to his brother's house to watch the Laker game. So while I was at Sam's Club, they were at my brother-in-law's house. So they did order some Domino's, and that was $29 coming out of the takeout envelope. My treat for being at Sam's Club for like 2 hours, I got some Habit for myself, and that was $16 coming out of takeout. If you've been here for a while, I love the Habit. I gave it a break for a while, but I was going at least once a week, maybe every 2 weeks to the Habit, but it is pretty pricey. This was literally just for a chicken sandwich, fries, and a drink. That's pretty pricey, I think, but it is really good. So that was it for the I'm lying, there was one more transaction. Finally got our taxes done. So that was $180 for the tax preparation. That is going to come out of the annual bills. And it is a sinking fund, so it is tracked with this green color. I have the little, let me show you guys. I have the little key, the color key here of what the colors represent. So the purple is bills, the red is debts, the pink is cash envelopes, and that's all of them. So that's gas, groceries, all of those is all in pink. Sinking funds is in green. My personal sinking funds is in blue, and extra expenses are in orange, and any buffer checking account expenses are in gray. So that was it for Friday the 3rd. On the 4th, there was a couple transactions. Brian went to go get a haircut, so that was $25 with a tip coming out of beauty. Whenever it is a cash expense, it is a cash expense, and I always put a little C here in the corner. For the most part, we like to pay with our credit cards and then pay ourselves back, but the haircuts, we always pay in cash. So that's why there's always a pretty good cushion in the beauty envelope. I also went to Dollar Tree because we went to my mother-in-law's house this day, and I purchased some birthday cards. We celebrated her birthday and then my youngest sister-in-law's birthday as well. So we gave them cash. The last thing from sinking funds, we gave them cash. So that was $100. And that is a cash expense coming out of birthdays. On the 5th, I went to the mall with my kids because my son wanted to get his watch resized. So that was $10 in cash. That is coming out of the miscellaneous envelope. They had to take off like 3 of the little links. That's all we went for. But of course, they got me for some Auntie Annie's for $18. That's coming out of takeout. And then we went to Five Below. I can't remember why we even went there because I normally don't just go to Five Below just to go. Oh, I do remember now. I had mentioned a while back that for my daughter's birthday, she got some Nike shoes, but they were too small. They were like one size too small. So I ended up returning them and getting her actual size. And it's right next door to Five Below. So after we got out of there, we went to Five Below, and my daughter bought the biggest bucket of slime. And my son, I forgot what he got, but he got something too. So that was $11 coming out of kids. That was it for the 5th. On the 6th, it was a no spend day. Excuse me if my voice is a bit groggy and it sounds deep, but my throat has been kind of bothering me for like the last couple days, and then it's early in the morning, so of course I'm groggy from waking up. So if I sound like I'm tired, don't mind me. So 13th, no spend day. On the 14th, I just realized I skipped a whole week. So the no spend was for the 6th. Maybe I am a little bit tired. So no spend day. On the 7th, I did take my daughter to the dentist. There was a few transactions. Let me go over the cash envelope ones first. So I did go to Raising Cane's. Just her and I, we shared a meal for $20 at Raising Cane's. And I feel like the prices for Raising Cane's have gone up so much. But we did end up getting Raising Cane's another day. So, I mean, that's not stopping us. I just ripped it and put it on the wrong date again. Can you guys tell I'm out of practice? I haven't filmed in over a week and I feel like a newbie. I have missed you all though. I'm sorry. I feel like I haven't stayed consistent, but I'm trying to work on that. I don't want to get into the details because this video is going to be like an hour long. So later on that day, I went back to the mall with my son Phoenix because we picked up the watch and he got me for some Cinnabon for $12. That's coming out of takeout. And then at the dentist, I actually had to give a copay. Not a copay, it was I had to pay for the happy gas. They did a small procedure on my daughter, and that was $110. that is like to relax them because, you know, she's a toddler, and for the most part, a toddler is not going to sit there for 30-40 minutes and have their, you know, them work on her mouth. But she did great. She didn't cry. She was relaxed. And I think the $110 was worth it because they were able to do their job and it was like nothing. The procedure was covered by the insurance. The only thing that wasn't covered was that happy gas. I did go to Home Depot later on that day. I can't even remember why, but I spent $52. That is coming out of the home decor. I ended up buying a snake plant. That's not why I went, but I ended up buying a snake plant, and I'm just taking it out of home decor. That was it for the 7th. On the 8th, I bought my son a t-shirt for $22 online. On the 9th, it was a no spend day. On the 10th, there was only 2 transactions. Brian wanted some Popeyes. So on his way from work, he picked up some Popeyes for himself and my son. So that was $31, and that is coming out of takeout. My daughter doesn't like that, but every time we get takeout, she expects something. He went to Jack in the Box and got her some chicken nuggets for $5, also coming out of takeout. And I think that's it. Yeah. On the 11th, there was 2 transactions. I purchased, I can't remember, something from Amazon, $12. I went to go get haircuts. That was $50 with tip, coming out of beauty. And that was a cash expense. That was it for the 11th. On the 12th, there was a lot of spending this day. So let me go ahead and start off with, I did do an online purchase at Sam's Club for $75. I purchased like wipes and just things to stock up for the house that we needed. That's coming out of household. I also went to, we were out that day. I can't remember where we went. Where did we go? Oh, we went to the arcade. So Brian did pump gas in his Bronco. That was $60. It didn't fill it up all the way, but it was good enough. So that's coming out of the gas envelope. And we also went to Walmart and spent $12 there just for snacks. That's coming out of kids. I can't even remember. It's been so long, I can't remember why we went to these stores. That's why it shouldn't take so long to film these videos. But that's coming out of kids. Coming out of Walmart, the Girl Scout girls were there, so I did buy a pack of cookies for $5. That is a cash expense. I'm trying to see if I can fit them all here. It's gonna look so funny, but that's fine. So that was that. After getting out of the arcade, we got some Raising Cane's for $70. That is coming out of takeout. I don't have anywhere to put it. I think I'm gonna put it here, and I'll do like a little arrow or something. I'll figure it out. Sorry if you guys can hear that. They're cutting the grass. So $70 for that. And like I mentioned, we went to the arcade. So that was $88. Brian and the kids also played pool, and that was $18 for that. Both of these things are coming out of the family fun envelope. That was it for the 12th. On the 13th, there was quite a few transactions again. I went to Dollar Tree and spent $13 there. And I also went to CVS because my son had a cough. My son Phoenix had a cough, so I did buy some cough medicine for $13 coming out of health, the health sinking fund. And I also went to Didi's Discounts since those 3 stores are right next to each other, and every time I go to one, I usually go to all 3 and spend $31 there. I am going to be taking this purchase out of vacation because I bought my daughter some clothes and she will be using that whenever we go on our vacation. So I did take it out of there. I also bought her some little Crocs. They're not Crocs. They were like $6 and they're so cute. I also purchased some Crocs for my older kids for $65, and that's coming out of vacation as well. They were on sale, so I did take advantage and bought those. And then the last thing, I purchased some shoes for my son Phoenix for $61. He wanted those DC shoes, you know, the ones that are like super chubby. Yeah, those shoes. He wanted those. So that was it for the 13th. And on the 14th, it was a no spend day. I feel like this took forever. So hopefully you guys are still here. By the way, I did mention in my last video that we might be going to the snow to Big Bear, but that's not going to happen. The weekend that we were planning to go, Big Bear was closed off to anybody that wasn't a resident, so we weren't able to go. And then the following weeks, we pretty much have things to do. Either Brian has to work, or we're gonna have my son's little birthday party celebration, which it just passed on the 18th. He turned 14, which is insane to say. And we just had a little carne asada, and we cut a cake. My sister came for the weekend and she baked him a cake. We will be having his little birthday celebration with everybody on the 25th. So there's just things that are gonna come up. So we're not gonna be able to take that Big Bear trip. We did end up going, like I said, to the arcade on Sunday the 12th, just to kind of make up for the fact that we're not gonna be able to go. And that money that we had allocated towards the Big Bear trip, we are just gonna put it into a vacation. I might leave a little bit in the family fun envelope as a buffer, but the rest will be put into the vacation envelope because that's going to be coming up in April and it'll be here before you know it. So that is pretty much it for all of our expenses for the last 2 weeks. I'm not even going to do this totaling today. I'll just do it off camera because I don't want it to be any longer. Now I'm going to go ahead and unstuff all of our cash envelopes and any sinking fund envelopes that need to get taken out so we could pay our credit card back. Before I get onto the unstuffing, I did want to share how much we spent for week 1 and week 2. The total spending for week 1 was $1,245. $983 is what we're going to be cashing out today. And then $262 came from cash expenses and $110 came from the buffer. So totaling those two is the $1,245. And then of course I do have them all listed here and highlighted in either pink for cash envelopes / variable expenses, green sinking funds, or this gray color here is for the buffer expense. That's how I track it. So this back portion here is where I have everything broken down. Cash envelopes, we spent $803, and then sinking funds $332, and there was 2 no spends. And then this is just the cash expenses and the buffer expenses that is not going to be unstuffed today. So that's for week 1. And then week 2, we spent a total of $631. $515 is what we're cashing out today, and $116 is for cash expenses, $55, and then buffer expenses, $61. So together today we're going to be unstuffing $515 plus $983. So a total of $1,498. And in this back part, again, the $116 is for cash expenses, $55. That was for a beauty transaction and then miscellaneous. And then buffer expenses, $61. And that is for my son's shoes. But that I am going to be taking it out from our tax return, but not tax return for this year. It's the tax return from last year. We still have a bit over $1,400, I believe, from last year's tax return. We are using that money for furniture and stuff for our kids' room, but we just haven't gone around to that. So I am using a little portion of that. And then cash envelopes was $333 spent, and sinking funds $237 spent for that second week. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip back to this first week, and wrong page. So that's for the first week first. I don't have any change, but I have a rollover envelope back here. So I'm going to take some of the change out and then I'll just replace it once I'm done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So I'm just gonna do 35 of change. Hopefully that's enough. And then I will put it back at the end. All right, so we're done there. Let me move this here. I have my cash tray here off to the side. Let me go ahead and... All right, just making sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with cash envelopes. $32 for that first week. I am gonna go just by week, just not to confuse myself. So I have 40 here. I need $8 back. So I'm not even gonna count it since I'm gonna go back to it. Excuse my pool pump. I feel like it makes an appearance every single time. So miscellaneous, it was $10 in a cash expense. So I only have to take $2 out. I have 5 and I'm gonna get $3 back. That's it for that. And then beauty, $25, that was a cash expense. Kids, $39, but 17 was a cash expense, so I only have to take $22 out. So I have 20 and 2. And personal, for the first week, it was, I didn't spend any money. I don't track Brian's spending. This is my spending that I track, but for the first week, I didn't spend anything. And then giving, I always skip that. Personal, well, I already did that. Take out $95. For the first week, I have 100. I'm gonna get 5 back. And groceries, $571. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 600 minus 571. I should know that. 29. So we have a 20, 5, and 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I did do that huge grocery run to Sam's Club that very first week. So the first 2 paychecks, I did budget out the majority, actually, I think it was all of the grocery money for the month. So I am gonna have to budget a little bit extra just for those odds and ends for the following weeks, which it's been working out. I think I haven't gone over groceries yet, but we will see with this page, this check-in for this week. Household, $29. So I have 40. I need $11 back, and here we go. Okay, so we're done with the cash envelopes. For this week, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab, let me move this to the side. I'm gonna grab the $180 from annual bills, and that was for the tax filing. So I have, that's weird, why is the 10 back there? So I'm gonna do 120. Let me do like this just to get a little bit more change. Wait, I said 120. That was wrong. So I should have 60. So yeah, hold on one second. I'm gonna put the 200 back and let me just get 60. So I'm gonna do that. Oh wait, it should be 55. because I already added the March paycheck 3 cash, whatever I'm going to add in here, and I haven't filmed that video, so that should be coming up next. So it's $55, and then with the third paycheck, yeah, it's $60, so we're good now. And for birthdays, that was a cash expense, $100. And then let me go to home decor. That's $52 out of there. All right, so we have 55. Oh, I don't have enough change. I think I have change. I'm gonna use that $4 that is back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So it'll be $39 that I have to put back in here at the end. Okay, so what did I do? I need to have $23 here. So here we go, 23. And that's it for the first week. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the second week. So let me go into cash envelopes once again. And for gas, for the second week was $60. 20, 40, 60. And we have $5, $6, $7, $8 left. Miscellaneous was $17, but 5 of that was a cash expense, which obviously we paid, and so it'll be $12. 12, and there's $2 left in miscellaneous. In beauty, nothing. It was $50, but it was a cash expense. Kids, $15. So I have a 20. Let me get 5 back. So now there's $13 left in kids. And personal, it was $4. I have my money in here. I think I bought some nail polish. I swear every time I go into Dollar Tree, I always get a nail polish. $4. So I have a 10. I need $6 back. I really don't want to. This one's a little uglier. If the bills are nice, I don't like to fold them. So I have $26 left. Actually, I didn't buy nail polish. I bought pens. That's what I bought. So personal is done. Takeout, $106. So we're gonna have to figure out where we're gonna take the rest from. Let me do that last. Household, $81. Oh, household here. 20, 40, 60, 80. Have 1. So here we go. Takeout got us the second week. So there's $10 left in household. So now let me go back to takeout. It was a total of 106 minus, we have 55 in here. So I have to get $51 from somewhere. I'm going to take the remaining that is in groceries. So I have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 minus 29. I need $22 left to account for. I'm going to take whatever is in kids, just because my son, both those trips to the mall, it was him, the Auntie Annie's and then Cinnabon. So there's $13 here minus 13. So there's 9 left. To miscellaneous, there's $2. I feel like there's $1 added in here that shouldn't be here. So because it says $1. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take $1 out, just because I'm pretty sure it's accurate and I might have done something wrong while I was doing this. And the last $8, I think I'm just gonna take them from gas. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're pretty good on gas in both cars. And I actually have to budget. I mean, I have to restuff these probably tomorrow. You'll see that video. I prefer, if I can, spare the money that is in my cash envelopes to cover any category that might have gone over, which for this week and mainly every week is going to be takeout. I prefer to get the money that I can from the cash envelopes instead of dipping into our buffer, even though that's what it's there for. But since this money has already been allocated and pretty much spent, I'd rather get it out of here and spare the buffer for, I don't know, other things. And that's pretty much it for cash envelopes. Now let me go into the health envelope. $13 out of there. That's for my son's cough medicine. So I have 10, I have 15. Let me get $2 back. Let me grab a nicer one. So in health, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. In vacation, $96. We have to take out, and that is for that Didi's expense plus Amazon. So 80. I'm gonna do 106. And I think I need to get 110 back. Let me get a nicer 10. Here you go. So in vacation, we should have 1891. So there's 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 750, 800, 820, 840, 860, 880, 891. Did I say that? 1891? Yep. And that is it for this envelope, this binder. Now let me go into family fun. $106 out of here. And this is for the arcade outing plus that pool game. So we have 6. And I'm gonna do the 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And in family fun, we have 100 and 20, 40, 60, 80, 200 and 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 61. I think I'm going to go ahead and just transfer the money over now to vacation, because since we're not going to end up going to Big Bear, I'd rather reallocate at least $200 to vacation and then leave a little bit of a cushion. So let me do that now. Today, I don't even know what day it is. I'm going to put 15 plus the following payday. So I'm just going to do 14. And then I'll just put vacation envelope minus 200. So there's only $61 left. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Maybe I should have just done this when I do my cash stuffing, but that's okay. And this money is going to go into vacation. But before I do that, let me just go ahead and go into gifts. And that's $22 out of there. That's for my son's t-shirt. I have 25. 1, 2, 3. So there is $13 left here. And we are done unstuffing all of our envelopes. Let me put this in the vacation and update this tracker as well. So instead of 1891, it should be 1891 plus 200. It should be 2091. I already updated because I'm going to be adding $300 with paycheck number 3 of March. So I'm going to have to just fix it here. So plus 300, it's 2391. Fun envelope. So currently there is 2091, but with tomorrow's video, I'm gonna add 300 and it'll be 2391. I hope I'm making sense and I'm not confusing you. That's just what happens when I don't do things on time. And that's going to be it. Let me go ahead and total it up again to make sure. Let's see, it's going to be $515 for the second week and $983 for the first week. So let me take the $39 out. 30, 2, 3, 4. Put this back in the rollover envelope. And then count that up. It should be $14.98. Let me see. This should be $249. 210, 230, 240, 4. Oh, I forgot a 5, didn't I? I think I did. Let me see. 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 240, 255, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah. So we're good here now. I'm glad I caught that because I really would have been going nuts. So this should be $14.98. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to subtract what I count from $14.98. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 minus 900, 50, 100 minus 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 420 minus 420, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 minus 70, and this should be $8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess this dollar is from miscellaneous. That I thought I was wrong. I guess my calculations were wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I'll just put this back in miscellaneous. I guess I miscalculated something, but we pretty much have all the money that we need to pay our credit card back. And I'm so relieved that this money is out of our envelopes because I've been doing this for so long that I know that even though all of the envelopes had so much money in them, they were pretty much zeroed out. So it has taken a long time to get to this point. I mean, even though there was so much money in here, I know that I have to account for all the expenses and I will have to pay ourselves back eventually. In the beginning, it was hard to just hold myself accountable. It has taken quite a while. If you want to try the system out, I do suggest and I encourage you to maybe try just your cash envelopes or even just a couple envelopes if you think that you aren't disciplined enough to track all of your expenses and pay yourself back. Maybe start with a couple envelopes or just with your cash envelopes, and everything else does have to get paid with cash or, you know, however it is that you want to try it. If you do want to try it, of course, if you feel like you are not disciplined enough yet to use a credit card, then don't try this out yet, or never if you just aren't good with credit cards and you don't want to use them. If you made it all the way here, go ahead and leave me a credit card emoji or just put the word credit card in the comments and let me know, do you use this system? I know I've asked this question before, whether you use credit cards or you strictly use cash or you do a hybrid of both. For the most part, I do credit cards, but I do use cash from time to time. Let me know in the comments, just because I know there's quite a bit of you that are new. Maybe this is your first time watching one of these videos or watching a video of mine. So go ahead and do that. And as always, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day or night. See you next time. Bye.